Hi everyone, Rabbi David here. This week, this Shabbat is actually Shabbat regarding awareness of domestic abuse run through Jewish Women's Aid. And so, as a rabbi of a community, I wanted to firstly show a lot of praise and appreciation for the work Jewish Women's Aid do. They do incredible work. And with a small team, have an incredible ability to reach those who need and who come forward and who want support and who want counselling. We know that unfortunately and sadly, domestic abuse is a phenomenon that's real in our society. No community is immune from domestic abuse. And that of course includes our community, the Jewish community, and we need to be aware of that, really aware. What's also added to that, of course, is the difficulties of the last number of months, the pandemic period of COVID, where there has been an increase in abuse. Jewish Women's Aid have talked about how from June this year, there was a 22% increase in the number of women that were being supported, and a 28% increase in the number who needed counselling, a very large increase in the number of children needing counselling because of domestic abuse as well. And of course, this may well have been exacerbated by lockdown, by the fact that women would be at home with their abuser. They might not be able to get access to support as easily, leave the home as easily, and there will be more opportunities for their abuser to perpetrate the abuse. So these are difficult times for many women and many of those who are going through abuse, young people as well, young women too. I think it's important that we note that and we think about that, we reflect on that, and as much as possible we're there to be able to support those who we feel are being abused. If someone comes, of course, and says that and commits that to you and comes forward with the fact that they are being abused, Jewish Women's Aid, of course, are there to support. We have a confidential helpline. Of course, we're not a shelter service or support service for abuse, but there is a care line in our community, again 0208 343 5653. That's a confidential message service. No one will pick the phone up, but it will be of course manned by or people will make sure they get the messages each day. And so if there is a message that we need to give serious attention to regarding abuse, then of course we can act on ensuring that that's signposted to the right place to give support. We wish we wouldn't have to talk about this. We really long for the day where all abuse, and especially of course the growing and larger phenomena of abuse against women, doesn't exist in our society. There is compassion and respect and love that are, of course, able to drown out the possibility of abuse. But we know that we live in a stressed world too. We know we live in a world that is growing in tension and growing in stress, and therefore it gives more excuse, horrible as that is for those to abuse, to carry on. So on this Shabbat, on Sunday, we're going to have the head of the unit in Haringey that deals with, the team that deals with violence against women and girls, talk to us about how things are here, and we'll also talk about statistics in the Jewish community. So I want to wish you all a Shabbat Shalom, and we wish for a time when we won't have to talk about this issue, but it exists, we need to be aware of it, and consider how we can give some at least support, and as much as we can really, to women and girls who are suffering. Shabbat Shalom to you all.